These are Montana moss agates that have been tumbled in my rock tumbler. Notice the blue one. Notice the limb casts. Limb casts typically have a hole in the center or quartz in the center. Another limb cast. Another limb cast. The black is manganese. Manganese dendrites, which is how the Montana moss agates gets their name. Red is caused by iron that has diffused into the agate. So this is my rock tumbler. This is the big one that actually holds 80 pounds of rock, and the smaller, bigger diameter ones hold 40 pounds. I use these for rough grind. I use a 1633 grit and a grind for a month to make the rock smooth. Over here I have my polish and my 400 grit. I actually run 30 barrels at one time on this tumbler alone. This tumbler over here was the first one that I made. I now use it for my 100 grit. After running the rocks through the rough big barrels, I run them for a month on this to finish smoothing them off. As you can see, they're geared down. The barrels themselves turn about 20 RPM. These are what the Yellowstone Montana moss agate looks like when we find them out on the Yellowstone River. As you can see, they are a little less descript than once they're polished. You can see petrified wood and banded quartzite, but mostly agate. The Yellowstone River was named after the yellow rocks that were found. The French fur traders called it River of the Yellowstone. The English abbreviated it to Yellowstone River, and hence the name. So this collection of agates was found in a 5-day period by me this year, floating down the Yellowstone River on kayaks. And yes, my kayaks will hold quite a bit of rock. One day at a time though. These agates were found on the Yellowstone River out between Terry and Glendive and then downstream of Glendive. This is a float guide that we use for keeping track of where we are on the river. The float guides can be obtained from BLM office either in Miles City or in Billings. They're absolutely indispensable if you're going to be floating out on the river. This is my favorite way of displaying tumbled Montana moss agates. It's on a large light table. There's fluorescent bulbs that are 48 inches long. There's 4 of them. A piece of plexiglass, it's photographic plexiglass, laid over the top, allow the light to come through. And these are tumbled Montana moss agates from the Yellowstone River. The black is manganese. It's the reason they were named moss agate. The red is caused by iron oxide that permeates into the agate. These are, I think,